How's everyone doing? Oh my goodness. It's been a minute since I've been in Black Women Swirl. It's like the first group that I've ever gone, did anything with. Hey, Simone. All right, all right. There we go, there we go. How's everyone doing? I got the quarantine and chill shirt on right now. I didn't create this shirt. I wish I had. Someone else did. And I have my toilet tissue earrings on. I just thought they were so cute. I said I had to get them. All right, yes, I love this t-shirt. Now, somehow I want to do a giveaway of print books. This is the proof for it. Let me move it. This is the proof for it, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. I guess I got to pick people after the video. I know that two people asked questions today. It was Avion Perry and Whitney. And I want Whitney and Avion to definitely, y'all both get, let's see, I think we'll do Amazon gift cards to them. And thanks for asking questions. And then anyone in here who's talking, we got to figure out how to do a giveaway of some sorts. Hey there. All right, all right. Took you back to March. Yeah, man. I wanted to I think that most people who are going through who were going through the quarantine needed a pick me up, and I was trying to write the Lion and Mouse series, and instead I had all of this freaking coronavirus crap messing with me. And I think most authors, I don't know if I know me and the few people that I know, a lot of authors get infected by what goes on around them, like they're kind of empathetic. And so it's really hard to write in an environment without getting that gunk out. And so Quarantine and Chill was just about me trying to kind of deal with coronavirus in a fun way. And also, I was going to start dating. I had a date and Georgia went on lockdown, and then we couldn't go on our date. And I was so sad. I was like, I need somebody. So I just created a man that I wanted to be in quarantine with. Hey, I'm going to pull these questions. What was the first one? Avion Perry asked, how did you do your research on the Hindu religion? So for the Hindu religion, and I hope I did it well. I mean, I'm one of those believers. If you're gonna have a hero or heroine or any character from any like other ethnicity or group that you're not a part of, then make sure you do it correctly, right? So I have a few friends that are Hindu, if I'm saying it correctly, and I also had two friends that went to those traditional Indian weddings, and then I bothered them a lot. I did lots of documentaries, lots of YouTube stuff. Unfortunately, I felt like I might have put too much of the traditional Indian wedding in there. I was so excited about it. I was like, man, and I want to do this and I want to do that. So that's how I ended up doing that here as the wedding. I really loved doing the wedding. It was like, look, okay, I wanted to finish and get us out of quarantine and do maybe a year, new president. I predicted that first. Let's hope that is the truth. And I really wanted to just really show like all of the different, I just wanted to see the sister just have a super, 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 super happy ending. And I wanted everyone reading to go to this traditional Indian wedding because we're all fucking stuck in the house. So it was like, at least we're going there. So that's how that came about. I had a lot of fun doing that. Let's see. I believe you're studying the Hindu religion well. I like in a city that has a huge population of few friends. Okay. Okay. And I was nervous, Simone. I was really nervous because it was like, wow, I don't want to disrespect anybody's culture. I don't want to mess something up. I tried to talk about as much as I could without boring the shit out of everybody. But I had a lot of fun studying it and learning it, man. And I think my favorite one is when the family is putting that yellow paste all over their bodies and all of that stuff. I love that shit a lot. I might have went a little bit overboard with it, but I tried not to. I tried not to. Okay, let's see. Yes. And then what did you say over here? Kim, I'm not used to being the only person on here. Usually it's like 2 or 3 people on this monkey bucket. I'm glad you took us through the pandemic. We needed. Thank you. Thank you, Kim. Yeah, I wanted to have some fun. Like I said, I'm now back on Lion and the Mouse. I'm doing like 3 books in this series. And then I'm doing, because they're in Italy now. Anybody who's been following the Lion and the Mouse, they know that book 6 is them leaving Russia, going into Italy to do this whole war and stuff. And deal with the Italian mafia. So I wanted to do those 3 books of the Lion and Mouse, which is just the Lion and Mouse, and then 2 other. Hey, I see some people popping in, and then 2 other books in there. Misha and Ava has a book from the Lion and Mouse. So I'm calling that a Lion and Mouse series. And then there was another one. People know King David, who's from France. His book is Lion and Mouse, book 6.5 or whatever. So I wanted to do 3 of those. So I was working on that stuff when the quarantine crap happened. And then like I said, since the Lion and Mouse are in Italy, I'm doing one standalone Italian mafia book because of the damn movie 365, which I think either Simone or Kim, I think it was Simone who didn't like 365 days, and I understand why, but I got to do me an Italian movie due to Michelle Morone. I have to. Ooh, I want to see that wedding. Yes. You know what? I should have talked to you about the whole wedding then, because I still have not gone to one, and I really want to go to one. So please post a picture of the Hindu wedding. Tag me, please, just in case I miss out, because I be in and out of Facebook all the time. So let me see. What was the next question? Avion Pierre said, "Are you going to make a quarantine and chill series?" I am not. I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing a series for quarantine. I'm done. I'm done with quarantine. I want to get the fuck up out of here. I love Kamal. I loved everybody in the book, but like I'm done with quarantine and chill. That was standalone. That is it. No more. I am not done with South Asian heroes for sure. I have a book that I want to do with this guy named Naveen who was so hot, and I want to do a whole freaking series. I shouldn't even say the name right now, but I want to do a whole series on these Asian. It's like an Asian assassin group, 7 guys. I'm just going crazy about them. They got this set tattooing brand. I am really ranting right now. I'm going off the book here, but I can't wait to do that. But I want to explore more heroes that are, of different cultures and ethnicities right now. So doing Kamal was such a blast. I was like, man, I got to do more South Asian characters. Let's see, what was the next question? Next question was, were any of the characters based off of any people you actually know? Okay, let's see. So I will say this. I think people know that I said this in K Killers. One of my she's gonna see this video. Hopefully girl, I hope you're okay with me saying it. But one of my friends, so the heroine has this ex-boyfriend ex-fiance, she ended up not doing engagement. But anyway, the heroine has an ex-boyfriend who only liked to have sex a certain way once a week, carry-on macchiato, in the robe, all of that stuff like that. He was very strict about it. Didn't want to do sex any other way, all that stuff like that. That is a true story. But it wasn't caramel macchiato. The robe is the same, but it's different color. song is different. But that's a true story. My friend dealt with that. She was telling me about that shit. And he did propose to her. And she kept thinking, is this my life? This once a week weird ritual of sex? So like that is in there. There are a few mashups of certain, like all their friends are mashups of friends that I have, or people that I've known for a while. I'll say that the hero and heroine though are two completely different. They were completely created. I don't know anybody like that. But there's the secondary characters are all people that are mashups of people that I know, and a lot of those stories are that too. All right, and so yeah, it was Simone who said that she didn't like 365, which I get. The plot was a bit weak. Plot was weak. Plot was weak. IR, yes. Listen, IR authors would have killed that. We would have killed that. I mean, keeping it real, we only love that movie because of that motherfucker fine ass Marone motherfucker. That was the biggest deal. Me personally, I didn't like the him getting the blowjob in the middle of the movie when he was, once you meet the heroine, to me, once you meet the heroine, ain't no other sexual activity with nobody. But hey, people write what they want to write. It is what it is. The kidnapping was a little odd too. You know me. I don't. You ain't gonna kidnap my heroine now. You're not gonna kidnap my heroine. Okay, I like to have a heroine that's badass and kill a motherfucker. So yes, but I did like the movie. I did like the movie, but yeah, I definitely want to do an Italian mafia, something different. And what did Kim say? I also like how you had the soap opera. Yeah, the soap opera was fun, man, with the crystal waters based on. Yeah, you know what? I love soap operas. I haven't seen soap operas in a long time. Okay. And I love Bold and the Beautiful. So good catch, good catch. Um, no, the name, well, obviously the name wasn't completely made up, but when I was thinking of the soap opera, I was thinking of Bold and the Beautiful and Dynasty. So all that slapping and shit and the, ooh, you killed him and you're cheating on him and all that, that was, yeah, I don't know, it's just something I've been doing lately. I did this in Missing Hearts too. I had a TV series in that playing along. Yeah, I love doing the soap opera. Let's see, is the other best friend from Quarantine and Chill going to have a story? No, because I need to focus. I have so many damn books I gotta write right now. I need to freaking focus. I have so no, I can't do it. I have to finish The Lion and Mouse in the summer, all of those books. And I have to go back to John Pierre, my French Mafia, and his cousins all are having books. So I need to focus. And then I want to do my Asian Assassin group. I need to focus. So I'm not going to be doing the best friend for the Quarantine and Chill story. Yes, that's my baby from the movie. That's my baby. Yeah, I heard though that the series gets like really odd. Like the rest of the movies, he becomes, apparently the hero becomes a drug addict or some shit, and she falls in love with the other guy that kidnaps her or something. I'm gonna look at them anyway because they sound crazy. But yeah, let's see what else. Yes, I'm back. All right, let's see what was the other question was. Oh, where, yeah, that's done. Oh, Whitney said, where did you come up with the idea to do illustrations in your book? And hello, Katara. Let's see. I decided to do the illustrations. I think what was the first book that I started doing the illustration? I think it was the French Mafia. Rhapsody and Sonata were illustrations. I didn't do any on Lion and the Mouse. I did illustrations of Redemption. And yeah, I just like doing them now. And I thought this is a good book. Like in Quarantine and Chill was all about having fun. I just wanted to have fun. I wanted to be like a romantic comedy set during the time of lockdown. And I thought, let's have some pictures. Let's get nasty. So like I definitely I made sure not to get the nasty pictures on here today because I know that Facebook will like block a motherfucker to do so. But I wanted to get really nasty. I wanted to show nasty pictures. So that's why I got the idea of doing illustrations. I love visual stuff. I am big into art. I love paintings and films, and I love going to the art museum. No matter where I travel, I go to an art museum. This month, July, my birthday is July 15th. The whole month, because I homeschool my kids, whole month we're learning about art. Whole month. It's going to be Salvador Dali and Basquiat and Frida Kahlo and all these different people. Art, 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 art. So illustrations are here to stay. I'm probably always going to put them in. Not if it's a series like Lion and Mouse where there wasn't already in them, they weren't in there, I probably won't do it. But like a book, any new standalone, I'm probably going to have tons and tons and tons of illustrations in there. I love the illustrations. Yes. Oh, good. Yes. The yes. And I like when husbands have sex after the books because I've gotten I'm at 8 husbands now in my 10 years of writing. An eighth husband messaged me 3 weeks ago about quarantine and chill to tell me thank you. I get husbands every now and then, maybe once a year or every other year, come in and be like, they message me, hey, thank you. My wife loves your books. Some of the husbands will be like, hey, do you have a new book coming out? Or my wife really wants this book in this series. When is that coming out? Sometimes I will send, print books to them, stuff like that. One guy wanted it for his wife's birthday, I think it was. So I like printed out all of the Lion and Mouse and signed them and sent them to him. But all the husbands, all 8 of these husbands now, which I like, I can't wait to get to 10 husbands. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But they have said that yes, they love when their wives read my book. So I appreciate that. I wanted people to have lots of sex after quarantine and chill because I was unable to have sex. So yes, yay, the illustrations were hot. I'm glad you liked them. Let's see. Karen was hilarious being pissed at. The name Karen has taken the name Becky's place in infamy. Internet stay winning. Yes. Writing Quarantine and Chill, I was just basically, it was a day, every day. I was just things that were popping up on my timeline, things that were popping up when I was looking at stuff. That's what would be in the book. Like literally everything that was going on in my week I think it took me about 2.5 to 3 weeks of writing the book. That's what I just put in the book because I was just living it. And I was a little bit stressed. In March, I was really nervous. I was like, oh, is everybody going to die? And I'm here. And what's going to happen to me? What's going to happen to kids? So, like, I really had to just focus on quarantine and chill. And the Karen memes kept coming on. And I was like, you know what? And so I asked the kids, I said, hey, what's a good name? I want her to have a friend. Y'all got a good name? And my youngest, who's 9, she said, what about Karen, mommy? And my oldest, Lily, was like, no, not Karen. Karen is annoying. Da-da-da. And I was like, Karen, because that shit is annoying. Black Karen got to be annoyed with the Karen memes by now. So I thought that shit would be hilarious, hilarious. Hello, everybody. Okay. Yes, I love the illustrations. I often have to shit on my own name. Oh, let's see. So I think that was all. Those were the only questions that came in. So thank you, Avion, and thank you, Whitney. Y'all are getting some Amazon gift cards. If you are in here today, please send me your info. Memes every day. That's cold. Yeah, I mean, the Karens are acting up. And boy, while I was writing this, I talked a tiny bit about how, we had a couple racists wearing like KK masks when they went to go shopping and, little stuff like that. Boy, did I not foresee the whole police brutality situation happening in the middle of a pandemic. I thought the pandemic was going to be enough. So, whoa, I'm done with writing in this time frame for this year. I'm done because I can't with 2020 right now. I can't. Somebody said that aliens may be showing up this summer. Hey, I believe it. I would believe it. Let's see. Crazy Amber saying, tell this damn dog to get away from me. Oh my gosh. And so I'm wondering, how did everyone feel about the Amber stuff? Some people said in reviews that I could have kept the Amber stuff out. You know me, I like a little tiny bit of darkness. I like a little bit of darkness. And so for me, I mean, I wanted you gotta have some conflict. You gotta have a tiny bit of a villain. And the hero and heroine are doing so well. I mean, we needed someone to cause some static. And I know a lot of people who broke up during quarantine, and how some people, one girl, oh well, I guess she was my inspiration for Amber. I did have a friend, he's an artist, he's really good looking too. Oh my God. He's they broke up, and she did keep coming to the house. What's funny is this motherfucker's so fine. Oh my God, he's so fine. Anyway, and so the chick is a fortune teller, right? And she would come up to him and read his fortune on his porch in front of the door and be like, I'm reading your fortune, and you'll never find happiness without me. And you're never like shit. And he would be calling me up like, Kenya, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, dude, I would call the police. So anyway, yeah, I guess Crazy Amber came from that fortune teller chick. It's weird how authors just be writing for what's going on, or they just be putting shit in and not thinking they done created it themselves. Okay, what do we do? I really feel for the hero. I love this. Yeah, I loved him. I loved him. Did you know when you started writing Hammer, she would go all the way crazy? Did I know that? I didn't think she was gonna stop bothering him. I knew she wasn't going to Cali. I knew that wasn't going to happen. She just wasn't. I mean, he had money. He was a good guy. Dick game is on fleek. Like he was good in bed. He's fine as fuck. Money. I knew that she wasn't going anywhere. I think it was Chantel Bynum, author. I'm trying to think of what her author name is, but she's always in Black Women Swirl talking. But Chantal was one of the people who was like, told me to watch, what was that ignorant ass show? I can't think of the damn name. It's a Tyler Perry TV show about 4 female friends. And boy, that show is ignorant as hell. And in the show, they had an ex-girlfriend that was crazy too. And she did like commit suicide and stuff and all that. And I was like, And I thought, And so we got to blame Chantel for that shit. We got to blame Chantel. The scene in the grocery store with the stealing and the tissue was hilarious. Who is saying that? Y'all tell me who that is. I'm going to have to look. I'm going to go back. Don't worry about it. I'm going to go back and find everybody. And then I'm going to do a drawing for who wins for some print books and Amazon gift cards. But yeah, the grocery store, that was fun. That was a lot of fun because I felt like that shit deep in my heart. There was a time where I would be worried about the supply of toilet tissue because of how crazy people were in March and April in Atlanta, because that's where we ended up being. We were in Puerto Rico. We went to Florida. If anybody knows me, they know me and the kids move around a lot. We ended up coming to Atlanta just to see family and everything ending. And so that was Vivian. We ended up having to stay in Atlanta. Atlanta became our home. And in the middle of that, freaking toilet tissue people, like, why are y'all taking up all the toilet tissue? What is going on? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, so you said you felt She felt bad that she killed herself. Yeah. So like I said, I don't have any respect for secondary characters. Um, Dog almost died too. I usually talk about my books with my kids or my friends. And when I talked about the dog possibly dying, everybody was like, what is wrong with you? This is supposed to be a fun book. Don't kill the dog. So I didn't kill the dog. So yeah, but somebody had to die. I think everyone understands that someone always has to die in a Kenya Wright novel. Somebody always has to die. I don't know. I like to kill people. I like to kill people. Karen needs to win some because those names have been getting messed with. Okay, let's see. Mommy was awesome. She was doing the most at that wedding. She was so happy that one of her kids gave her a traditional Indian wedding. She was having a blast. Let's see. Oh, future books. Yes, I just signed. Woo! I just signed a 3-book deal. It was already, so the Lion and the Mouse series, already all 4, they had 4 novels, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 3.5, and 4 are all audiobooks. I just signed a book deal to do Lion and Mouse book 5. That will be audio. They're recording that now in Misha Neighborhood Books now. Quarantine and Chill just got an audiobook deal. They are looking for the hero and heroine now. If you're not in K Killers, you can help, pick who that is. Also, Missing Hearts, my mystery that I just put out in March. That also just got a book, audiobook deal too. And then, of course, all my 2 French books have audiobook deals. So yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. Yes. Any other questions? I'm loving this. And I'm so glad Kim and Simone, y'all have been promoting IR authors for freaking years. It's funny because I think it was like last year, I happened to look at a PM from Kim and Simone, I think, because y'all were like beta. Kim and Simone was beta reading for me, I don't know, 6, 7 years? Y'all been beta reading? And then I saw a message. If you go all the way up to our messages, you'll see like something from like 5, 6 years ago. Whenever right before y'all started Black Women Swirl Literature, y'all said, "Hey, Kenya, we're doing a group. Would you like to join? We're gonna ask authors and readers." And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." I had no idea it would blow up the way it has blown up, to the point where now y'all have the trip, the conference coming up, and I think that conference is going to be freaking packed, especially being that everyone has been quarantined and on lockdown. It's going to be so good to now go and meet other authors, other readers, and have a blast. And I'm trying to do a party at BWSL's big conference. I want to do a party. Anyway, I went on another rant. I'm a huge audiobook girl, so very excited. So yes, good. So yeah, you'll get to hear Quarantine and Chill. You'll get to hear Missing Hearts. You get to hear the Lion and Mouse series. You get to hear the French series. They took book 1 of Arrangement of Love with Chase and Jasmine, if anybody remembers that series. They took book 1. They have not bought book 2 and 3 yet. I don't know why, but we'll see. And if everybody's wondering about book 4's rough draft is done. It's a goddamn shame it's taking so long for book 4. But there's actually a connection with book 4 in the French series. Y'all will notice later on. Yes, yeah, that party is gonna be insane. I'm gonna try. Y'all already, Kim and Simone already have a bunch of things, and I'm back to talking about this event. Listen, all I've been doing is just dreaming about what I'm gonna do in next year, because this year is fucked. We're done for 2020. So I've been dreaming about traveling, and yeah, going to Canada is gonna be a blast. Legal weed. Oh my God, I'm gonna be so high at this conference. Ah! I haven't been able to smoke because I'm in Georgia and you can't smoke in Georgia and I'm not messing with the police right now. But yes, let's see. We can't wait. Yes, it's gonna be awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm excited. I'm excited. And I know that I think who's coming? I know Jan Jan's gonna go, Keita's gonna go. I'm pretty sure Twyla's gonna go. And those are my chicks right there. I love seeing them. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Yes, Kim, I'm bringing your key. I'm bringing your key from Chase, and the book will be done by then. I'm bringing you print books signed from that series. It's on. It's on. It's on. It's on. I'm trying to think what else is going on before we wrap up. Let's see. Quarantine show, talking to Misha Ava. Let's see. But have you seen other countries are trying to block our entry? Yeah. Yeah, man. A lot of countries are trying to they don't want the Americans to come. Well, you know why? Because we look fucking bananas right now. We look crazy. We look crazy. What other country have you seen where the protests, and I'm not even talking about the police brutality protests, I'm talking about the earlier protests when it was against quarantine. The quarantine protests when people are like, let us go out and get sick. Stop making us wear masks. It's our constitutional right to die and get infected, I guess, from coronavirus. I don't know what that was about. America's looking fucking bonkers to the world. And so to find out that not only do we have this virus, people are dying during the quarantine, and now we have to come out and protest. Yeah, yeah. But America was on the no travel advisory list for a lot of people, a lot of countries. I remember when I was going to Thailand and people were really worried about me. They were like, "Oh, Thailand, it might be dangerous going by yourself." And I'm like, guys, y'all do realize that most countries, especially Asian countries and European countries, have America on the travel advisory list as dangerous, might get shot. Don't forget the mass shootings. So yeah, I can see why other countries don't want America to come. I can see. I have to get back to Canada. We have legal. We have yes, Cali, West Side, West Side. Yes, yes. I would love to do some sort of West Coast. I have not come to California since I was in the military. I was 21. I turned 21 in California. I was in Monterey at the Defense Language Institute where I learned Persian Farsi for the Navy. I was Navy. And that's the last time I was in Cali for a year and it was amazing. I need to go back to California. And yes, I have a lot of readers in Cali. It's on. It's on. What else? Let's see. Honestly, yeah. Canada doesn't want to open the border to anybody right now. But I get it. Everyone's trying to contain this virus. It's insane. And who would have thought that something like this would get so crazy? Do I have Susan already in here? I think I do. Yep, I got Susan. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, hell of a year. Oh man, for me to stop, listen, I stopped smoking ganja like when I left Canada. Like basically, I was in Washington. Me and the kids started nomading. I was in Washington, legal weed, having blast. Then we went to Canada, legal weed, having a blast. And then it was like, okay, now we're going to New York. Not doing it. Like I don't smoke where you can't smoke because I don't want to, I don't want to attract the police. Police are always coming after me it's been funny stories, but I don't want no problems. So anyway, I was in New York for a while, then I went to New Orleans and then Mexico and then Thailand, and these are all places you can't smoke. So I just, because I able to smoke, I just stopped smoking and also stopped smoking cigarettes. So yeah, to come into 2020 and not be able to smoke, man, boy, people who get to smoke this year, I shout out to you. You've handled this year much better than me. I'm not drinking much either. So yeah, let's see. And they came to the protest with auto. Yes, they came with the people protesting coronavirus came with weapons. Who was he gonna shoot? Something's wrong with this country. Something is wrong with this country. What else do we have here? Let's see. We are, yes, we're looking bonkers. Thanks, yes, the orange train. Listen, I put out there, I mean, Quarantine Chill was my like vision board. Like when I said new president, I meant it. Hey, Biden, well, let's just go with him. Everybody got their views on Biden. I didn't want to make this political. Hey, am I like excited about Biden? But I definitely want him over Trump. That's what I will say. I will say that for sure. Get his ass, get Trump's ass up out of here. And I know that people, y'all in Canada, because y'all, some of y'all in Canada, I know that y'all don't like your president, but hey, man, I would take him over Trump any motherfucking day, any fucking day. Yeah, we do need to be political, Simone. We do. You know, I think it was Phoenix Daniels who said, I'm just putting everybody out there today. I think Phoenix Daniels said she's side-eyeing motherfuckers who don't, she didn't say motherfuckers, I said motherfuckers, but she's side-eyeing people who aren't like kind of speaking up about what's going on. Yeah, I'm side-eyeing people too. I'm side-eyeing people too. But I mean, people who have read me know that I do talk about, I've been talking about police brutality in a few books, and Master Red Death was all about police brutality. The serial killer was killing was killing corrupt police, and based on like Edgar Allan Poe, and there was a riot against a unlawful shooting of a black person in the middle of the entire book. So like, and that was like freaking at least 3-4 years ago when I wrote that book. So it's like, I wasn't going to even touch on it this year. I'm not even touching police brutality this year because it gets me in a really tough place. As far as book writing, talking about it out loud and being bitching about it, yes. Missing Hearts, again, was another one of those things where I just felt like there's so many missing black girls out there. I was just tired of it. I wanted to bring some awareness to the fact that there are a lot of missing kids in our in the black community. We need to do something about it. I also wanted to talk to my parents and let them know. The whole story was kind of to let you know how to take care of your kids and if they go missing and how you can be proactive. And in the middle of that, of course, I did talk about the characters had a lot of sex and stuff, and we had some fun. But, you know, Missing Hearts was one of those passion projects where I just wanted to touch on the topic. So Missing Hearts, Quarantine Chill, those were my passion projects. I'm not messing with police brutality this year because it's going to be nasty. I personally don't mind. It's fucked up to say, but, you know, tear that shit the fuck down. Tear everything down. Fuck up all the stories. I'm sorry. It's wrong to talk about writing, but fuck everything up. Listen, somebody, y'all cops fucking choke me out and kill me and leave my 3 kids motherless. I want the whole city on fucking fire. And I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I apologize to small business owners. I'm a small business owner too. Okay, if we don't get that orange turd out of the White House, I will lose all faith in the system. I'm no bad Biden fan, but I take Mickey Mouse, yes, 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 over the orange virus. Yes, yes. Or at least he can catch the virus, right? Like, why hasn't he caught it yet? That's so wrong. That's, that's so wrong. I mean, yes, Missing Hearts was my shit. Missing Hearts was my shit. And it's interesting, not to bring Missing Hearts up, but I do think it would be fun to do those FBI agents again, have them have another book. I think that they should have another book for sure. So I could see myself going back to the Missing Hearts couple for sure. Because they were a blast. They were so much fun. Kimberly Johnson, Aaron Wood. Okay, all right. I don't think I've checked out this video. So yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let me see. Put this up. I love the heart of court. Yes, yes, thank you. Yeah, you know, I'm always shooting. It's usually a lot of shooting, a lot of killing, a lot of fighting, a lot of war, back and forth. Quarantine and Chill was kind of me challenging myself with writing a book that didn't deal with the mystery, a book that was fun, a book that had a lot of comedy in it. I think that I am going to write more of those. But I do like my action. Like that the Asian series that I want to do. I'm gonna just call it, it's Executioners, and they have this tattoo that's crazy. But anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. But that's gonna be a lot of fighting. So I think I do need to at least once or twice a year do standalone comedy, fun, enjoyable books for sure. And I think that's what Quarantine and Chill was about. Just a nice, cool, let's get together. But the other challenge was that it's a forced proximity. Like the trope is forced proximity, which, characters getting stuck on an island together, characters being stuck in an elevator together. That's what forced proximity is. And y'all have been reading, y'all probably have read more than me. So y'all know what all of that's about. But yeah, that was my first forced proximity book too. And so every book is like some little tiny challenge that I want to do. And that's what that was about. I'm so glad y'all came on. This is fun. This is fun. I'm always nervous when I come in here. I don't know why. I was like, how's it gonna go? I'm gonna be by myself. I was trying to get Kim and Simone to come on here and talk with me, and neither of them wanted to do it. I'm putting y'all out there. I was so sad. It's like, why can't y'all come in and talk with me? So doing it by myself, this is interesting. This is interesting. I'm gonna do the giveaway now, if that's okay with y'all. I'm gonna do that. Kita's hat is upstairs, so I didn't do Kita. I still got a hat. Let me see. We're gonna do, what are we giving away? Gotta figure out what we're giving away. What are we giving away? You know what? I'm gonna give it a choice to the winners. I'm gonna pick 3 winners out of what? Not even 6 people could. I'm gonna get 3 winners. Y'all can either pick gift card or paperback of Quarantine and Chill. Keeping in mind that the paperback is taking a minute because Amazon is just being a little douche right now. I don't know why. They're just taking forever with that. Okay, first person, Katara. Katara. Choice between a paperback or Amazon gift card. And then we have Lynn. Lynn is number 2. And the last one, let's see. Thank you. But yes, I love them too. I was like, toilet tissue earrings, man. That's just perfect. That is just perfect. And who do we have now? Karen! I thought Karen should get something. I thought Karen should get some. All right, Lynn, Katara, Karen, choice of paperback or Amazon gift card. Keep in mind, paperback is going to take a minute. Yes. Oh, so you like forced proximity too. I like it because it's hard to write. So I like to read it. Like stuck in the elevator, holy shit. They're stuck in an elevator. How you gonna make this interesting? You don't have the scenery and you don't get to like Line of Mouse and all these books. You're traveling. Line of Mouse. You're traveling to Prague. You're traveling to Paris. You're now Italy. You're going to all these different places. You get the scenery and you get to interact with it and the people. You're stuck in an elevator. You're stuck in an office. You're stuck in a deserted island with forced proximity. So it really pushes the author to create a super challenging story that's based off of conversation, attraction, and the hero and heroine. So it was really difficult to write. Not super difficult, but it was kind of difficult to write to make interesting. So I'm glad everybody gave it a chance. And it seems like it's lots of great reviews. So I'm glad everybody showed me love on that for sure. Simone, you are coming. You are coming on. Okay, next. I'm messing up my glass. Next time I come in here, Simone, could you do this with me live? Would you do it with me? Yes, yes. And I want to come back, like, if I can, in August, because I'll have 3 books to put out. Like I said, it's going to be Misha and Ava Part 2, The Russian and His Black, the new Black prima ballerina of St. Petersburg in Russia, Ava. So it's going to be Misha and Ava Part 2. It's going to be Lion and Mouse Book 6, Casimir and Emily, fighting the Italian mafia and the Nigerian gang Black Acts in Italy. Then it's going to be King David from Paris. So it's a standalone within the Lion and Mouse series called Dirty King. And that's going to be book 6.5, but it's like a standalone. It's Dirty King, and it's going to be his love story. And then the fourth book, which I don't know if it'll be done by August, is Inferno, which is my Italian mafia book. Inferno. The hero is Dante, and he is very, very Massimo. Anyway, August is going to be the end of August for sure. Yes, and I'm glad Simone's gonna come in. Let me write that down. I know I shouldn't do it right now. Simone, come in. So then you can help me. We can keep going back and forth and stuff. So yes, 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 yes. And thanks everybody for coming in too. Let's see. Thank you. And look, once again, can I give a shout out? Can everybody give a shout out to Kim and Simone for bringing in all the Black authors? They've been supporting, like you see the memes talking about support Black authors, promote Black authors. It's like these motherfuckers, sorry to call y'all motherfuckers, they have been supporting, loving, showing, coming out, going to conferences, going to they are up in the authors groups. I don't even understand how they're able to do so much. Shout out to them for giving us a platform. If no one is gonna take care of us, it's us. Y'all been showing us love for years, and y'all have introduced me to new authors just from me being in your group and seeing book reviews and stuff. And like I think there's a couple people who I didn't even know existed until being in your group. We were jamming a lot of people. So like, thank you for showing other authors to me. Let's see. Do the words just come? This is saying you have a notebook of yes, I have tons of outlines. I have posters. I was going to pick up some of the posters. I have poster boards with chapters of how things are going to go. Like I said, the 3 books that are coming out in August. It's like 1.5 books are done, but I don't want to put any books out until August because I want people to just be able to read. Because people get upset when they have to wait, and I don't want no one to wait because y'all be making me sad. So I just want to put them on. I'm gonna do a big book dump end of August, and that'll be fun. And yeah, but everything's outlined. Yeah. Oh man, Inferno's gonna be so nasty. I love Dante's Inferno. The actual. God, I wish is it a poem? Would you consider it a poem? I don't know. I'm about to teach it to my kids as I write this book. But I like that. So it's gonna be a little, if y'all know me, I do write books where they play around with other stuff. So like Lion and Mouse plays around with the Lion and Mouse fable, right? This lion who's big and ferocious, who gets caught in traps, and this mouse who this little tiny mouse can like chew it out and get him out. So a lot of the time we had this big Russian mafia boss who owns everything, got nuclear weapons, but is always getting helped by this Black chick from Harlem, right? Emily, who's also a serial killer. And so Dante's Inferno is very similar to the actual Dante's Inferno. So I'm excited to do that. And it's all Italian mafia. Very sexy. Very sexy. I also kind of, I'm not going to say it. It's kind of reminiscent of Romeo and Juliet too, but we're not going to talk about that. Yes, thank you for showing. Kim and Simone are the shit. Thank you. Y'all have always shown me love. We're almost done, but I wanted to any last thing, let me know real quick before we go. If not, yes. And see, I used to complain and be like, hey, Black authors ain't getting love and blah, blah, blah. We have to show each other love. So right now I'm doing, hey, Christine. Right now I'm doing lives. I call them KW lives. So I did a live with Twyla Turner. You go on my YouTube, you can find it. Can you write on YouTube? But I did a live with Twyla Turner. I did a live with Keita Kendrick, Lawrence Hall. He's a Black male romance author. Amari Avant. I'm gonna do one this July. I saved Jan Jan for my birthday because Jan Jan crazy. Jan Jan's super ignorant. So I'm gonna do a live with Jan Jan. I'm also doing kind of author panel in 2 weeks with Trevina, Kenya, and Brooklyn Knight. So yeah, I'm just all about the authors now. We got to promote each other. We got to show each other love. We got to show all the readers love who love us. I had a party that Simone went to the party up in New Orleans, the masquerade party that I had. And like I said, in that at the end of the party, basically, you know, that whole party and this house and this and everything here is off of readers. I don't have no other job. I have no other form of income besides books. So from my buying my glasses to my lipstick to my Fitbit to my chakra bracelet, readers. So you know, if anything that I can do for y'all, if anything I can write for y'all, if anything y'all want to see more of, any authors y'all want to hear about, just message me and tell other authors too, because we are here because of y'all. My kids eat because of y'all. I eat because of y'all. I'm getting big because of y'all. Y'all making me fat because I'm eating all of this. But I want to say thank you to y'all. Thank you to the readers. Thank you for the people who support us and love us and take care of us. All right, I'm getting ready to go. Any last thing? Yeah, I like my shirt too. I wish I had came up with this shirt, but this is Amazon. Amazon. Yeah, Nola was amazing. Okay, I'm gonna get ready and go. Yeah, tell me what you want to see more real quick. A and B, girl. Oh, it's about to be on with A and BW. It's about to be freaking on. You just let me finish up this Lion and Mouse series this summer. Once that is over with, it's gonna be back to back to back to back to back. Standalone. I wanted, like I said, this Assassin series, but in the series, it's standalone books. So you know how like Black Daggerwood did it with like the vampire, but they did follow a storyline. This is standalone. I want people to be able to pick up like a book 5 or book 6 and not exactly have to know what's going on in the whole series. But yes, lots of AMBW coming this fall and winter. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, what else? Yes, listen. Um, everybody's being supportive and you know, life is good for interracial romance genre is blowing up. It's blowing up. And it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay. Thank you, Kim. Yes, and yes, more Chase and Jasmine. Yes, yes. All right, I'm getting ready to go. I want to thank y'all. More paranormals. Everybody knows. I showed a paranormal a mermaid book recently that I was supposed to be writing for and putting out for the conference. What was that Florida conference called? Kasana's conference. I forgot the name. IRAE. Yeah, I had a mermaid book for IRAE, but of course, you know, we didn't have IRAE. So I'm kind of waiting. But yeah, that's paranormal. And I want to do Voodoo Witch book. And of course, I got to finish The Habitat. All right, I'm about to end this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in. Y'all could have been doing anything this Sunday, but y'all came in to talk to me. Kim and Simone, thank you so much. Kim and Simone, hopefully I can send y'all paperbacks. I'm just writing that as I talk this. I'd love to send y'all paperbacks. Y'all actually are owed a lot more than paperbacks from me. But I will be sending y'all some love too. So thank y'all for letting me come in. Thank you so much and love y'all.